Right, welcome back. Welcome back. So the second theme of the Pentateuch is covenant. Covenant. Theme of covenant. So when we talk about covenant, actually, it can mean a kind of agreement between two people. Agreement between two people. And there's always a condition that guide. There are always conditions that guide a covenant. Basically, in those days, covenant can be between a superior and an inferior. That is, between a minor and a major. So the superior may promise that, okay, fine, I'm going to do this for you. If, that's the point, that's the clause. If I'll do this for you, if you can keep to the terms and conditions of our covenant. So I'll be faithful to you. I'll be gracious unto you if you can keep to the covenant. If you can keep to the terms and conditions of the covenant. So basically, if you look at the old book of the book of Pentateuch, so it exposes us to the covenant of God. The covenant between God and basically with some set of people, basically majorly with the Israelites. God went into covenant with them and gave them his own condition. That condition is what we call the Decalogue, which is law. God gave them law that if you are faithful unto the law, if you are faithful unto the laws I've given unto you, I am going to be gracious unto you too. I'll make you a big nation. I'll make you this, I'll make you that. You overcome your enemies and all that. That's the promise of God. That's the covenant of God with his people. But before God can be faithful with that, the Israelites too, they have to be faithful. They have to keep the agreement of this covenant. The agreement, the terms and conditions of this covenant. So actually, when we, like I said, the terms of covenants refers to the formal agreement between God and people. So establishing the terms of their relationship. So we are coming into two-way relationship now. Now, before our relationship can be smooth, so let's make a covenant with ourselves. And I will give you my own laws, my do's and don'ts. And when you are able to actually keep on to those things, then I will also be faithful unto you. I'll be faithful unto you. So let's see various covenants we have in the Bible, in the Pentateuch. The first one is what we call the Noahic covenant. That is Genesis chapter 9. We can see that between God and Noah. So God promised Noah that he will never again was going to destroy the world with a flood. So God promised Noah that he will never again destroy the world with flood. It was a covenant. Genesis chapter 9. Another one is Abrahamic. There is Abrahamic covenant. You can find that in Genesis chapter 15, Genesis chapter 17. So God promised Abraham to make his descendants a great nation. It was a covenant that God made a promise to him. So we also have the Mosaic covenant. The Mosaic covenants can be found in Exodus chapter 19 to chapter 24. We also have Deuteronomy chapter 29, 30. So now God made a covenant with Israel at Mount Sinai, and he also established the law and Israel's obligations. So the covenant between the Israelites in this sense now did not only come as a covenant alone, but came with obligations. It came with do's and with rules and regulations. That is the covenant. So the only thing that guide that covenant is, in this case, is that if you keep to the terms and conditions of this covenant, then I'm going to be faithful unto your generation. I'll be faithful. What I promised to do, I'm going to do it. God has made a covenant to do this for them. But if God wants to do that, want to be faithful to his covenant, they have to keep on to the terms and conditions. They have to keep to the terms and conditions of all the obligations required of them. So that is the Mosaic covenant, the one he established with them on Mount Sinai. And there was covenant renewal, reminding them the promise of God and reminding them their own obligations too, that this is what they have to do for God to be gracious unto them. So, and the last one from the Pentateuch is the priestly covenant. The priestly covenant. We have that in Numbers 12 to 13. So that was where God made a covenant with Phinehas and his descendants. So that is, God established the role, the priestly role of this man. It was a long story actually. Why Phinehas? So don't forget that by the time when the Israelites got to the plain of Moab, king of Moab called Balak, if I'm not mistaken, Balak. So he was very scared that these people they are going to consume they will take over my land and do that. So because of that, he sent for Prophet Balaam. He sent for him, and Balaam went to God according to their account, and God told him not to go. But when he kept pestering God told him, okay, you can go. So by the time he went there, instead of him cursing the Israelites, he was praying for them, blessing them. So he was not the one that advised Balak that he should actually organize a festival for their god, which is Baal. So by the time he do that, he should make sure that all his females their females should expose their body in order to seduce the Israelites to that. So as a result of that, he did that, and the Israelites fell into that trap. Because of that, God began to kill them. 24,000 of them died. So now it was this man Phinehas that took a bold step by killing one of those people that were worshiping their idol. He killed the man and that woman that were sleeping at the entrance of the tent of meeting. So he killed the two of them, and as a result of that, God's anger went down. So because of what he did, God went into a covenant with Phinehas. And he established the priestly role with his descendants. So that is that about the theme of covenant. So in the next video, I will explain the next theme.